100% and timer restarted. There we go. Alright, Nick. Let me adjust the party audio mix. Still adjusting.
What type of item was that item skin for?
Obviously, if you've seen the party name, I'm recording.
I don't mind.
But yeah, mainly playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles in Mirror Mode. And expressing my opinion about the price tag and how people are complaining about the price still.
I don't remember what the average game release price was back in the 90s, but I'm pretty sure that the price would either be about the same if you totaled all of them, or less.
Well, for like Sonic, I explained it as each of the games being like $10 a piece. But if you really want to compare it to like Sonic Mania, that game was $20 and is the same length as Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So if you...
I honestly think that Sonic and Knuckles may have paved the way for additional content down the line kind of releases. Granted, they did it in a way that's rather risky to the company. Because, much like the Bible games, Sonic and Knuckles could be used as a, what do they call that? I forget. Where it's doing a check to ensure it's a licensed, cartridge. It was a vulnerability for that because you could plug in the unauthorized game. Granted, it was coded with that in mind.
Or if it's done with any non-Sonic game, more or less, it would load up Blue Sphere stage, where you'd play the Blue Spheres. I mean, as far as I'm concerned...
The Blue Sphere minigame was technically their way to try and prevent the check exploitation from happening. But all they had to do was find the addresses it's looking for and then copy them. Clearly somebody's done it, I just don't know how long it took them.
Well, either way, out of everything that this collection is, and apparently GameRank's made it before you buy, even stated that for the price tag you should maybe wait for a sale or something. It's like, sure, you could go that route if you want to be cheap. I do mean if you want to be cheap. It's honestly a fair price for 4 games. $10 a piece.
Instant karma, motherfucker. I joined way late and I had been dead for longer than I've been alive, but you just got voted to be kicked by even your own teammates. Oh no, my gun, it won't shoot.
For context, my friend's playing Requiem. Some of the little games on Requiem involve guns, like paintball or laser tag.
I'm sitting here trying to fight back against an enemy that spawned near me, and well, I unfortunately couldn't shoot. My gun broke. But I wish it would stop spawning me in front of people that are out in the field. I'd much rather be spawned in my own team's spawn area with a gun pointed at me than out in the main open area.
Well, they say, fuck you.
Because at least there I have teammates that can spawn near me and that fucker and kill that fucker. Oh no, your name is FaZe. No, fuck you. Granted, you spelled it wrong. And you fell for the old, grenade trick.
Remember, Nick, they're usually hyped up on Mountain Dew and An energy.
F-A-Y-Z-E.
Well, clearly he's hyped up on too much energy drink and gamer fuel.
Did you want to reduce your sperm count? Because some types that can do that. Did you want to give yourself cancer? Well, same applies there.
The true game fuel is just any soda. Any soda.
Hell, even water is a better game fuel.
Because then you're not thirsty. But I guess it's the caffeine high that they're looking for. Gotta get that caffeine. Gotta get cracked. I can't say that with a straight face.
Oh, I was wrong with how I spelled it. It's F-A-Y-E-Z.
What?
When you fail so bad at a well-known how to spell failure of a group.
There are some questions that may be raised.
Like, you pay enough attention to the first-person shooter MVP bullshit and no phase, but you can't spell it when their name is around more than they themselves. Man, that's just sad.
Whee!
I would say you should go back to school, but school didn't teach him that.
Fuck. I went to go left instead of right, like I'm supposed to in mirror mode, so I missed a jump. Oh well, a spin dash up here to get momentum back. Should fix that.
Yeah, I do know that in
Rec
Room, it seems some games actually do send the vote to kick thing to the opponents as well if you vote to kick one of them. And with how quick that vote passed, I am pretty sure that he had teammates who were like, no, dude, that's dishonorable as fuck. Get out of here. Because that vote was casted and 2 seconds later validated.
But this is why recording sessions are great in times.
I offer you an egg in these trying times.
How about no eggs?
Oops. I think that's one of the more random but more well-known quotes for, Chris, that's Danny DeVito, right? Yeah, Danny DeVito. Okay, I need to turn this up so I can hear that reload sound better.
We got the Chaos Emerald. 6 out of 7. Mirror mode's weird. To me,
When I
it's
hear mirror mode, I always think racing games first.
well, in this case, it's platform. Wait, I gotta go this way. This way is towards where I want to go. I almost went the wrong direction again. I'm kind of hard-coded of going right is where the exit is. No, I need to think left is exit.
To be fair,
yeah.
many people do that because it's
Hell.
kind of the custom standard.
Hell, it's even done in the special stages, so I can only imagine playing Sonic 2 special stages. Oh god. That's all. And the fact that there is a leaderboard for fastest time on Sonic 2 special stages. Like, how in the fuck are you going to get the fastest time in a Sonic 2 special stage that is a on-rail shooter, essentially. You can't go faster than the game allows.
That's like trying to brag because you were the fastest to complete a level in the Star Fox 64 when every level was kind of a timeline of progression. The only mild changes you could do to that is by doing loops or by using the brakes or boosting. And half the time, using your boost as soon as you get it is a horrible thing.
Yeah, because you can die. And you can't evasive maneuver. There are some things you have that you need to do the loop for, or boost to evasive maneuver.
There's an enemy on your tail. Do it.
Oh.
Use the boost.
Try a somersault. Yeah, after the zone I'm currently in, I'm gonna be pretty sure as soon as I hit certain zone, I'm not gonna say the zone just yet, but I know if I hit it, people are gonna be fucking, oh my god, the music is horrible! The music is horrible! The collection's ruined! Collection's ruined! Oh my god, collection's ruined! Me sitting here going, how's the music horrible? I like it. You're not a fan!
You know, if I'm not mistaken, a similar thing was going on with Dracula X Chronicles version of Symphony of the Night and its voice acting and sounds. Because like the sound effects weren't the ones from Symphony of the Night, they were the ones from Rondo of Blood, which is weird. But then they redubbed all the fucking lines. And also added in more content that would require them to make new lines anyway.
Okay, but hold on a second. I'm gonna reset the recording thing. And if this happens to start the next episode, it starts the next episode. And we're good. Simple as that. And now I hit continue, and we continue onward. Okay, we are recording again because I'm doing 15-minute maximum record to ensure that it records, while also at the same time explaining that it's going to be in 30 frames because streaming obviously has some difficulties, and this is my way to get around that. Oh, hello, Ring. Off to the bonus stage. Somewhere out in the universe. Oh my god, that kid's racist. Or something along the lines of, kids say the darndest things.
It depends on who you are. And who your kid is.
No, I totally didn't tie him up in the basement.
Again, we live in a day and age where people seem to think that other languages are racist because an entirely different language has different ways of saying different words.
Yep. And they don't ever wish to understand it.
It's like other languages are a thing. Not everyone speaks the same fucking language. So you can't bitch when something is labeled for more than just your language speaking part of the world.
I mean, what if everyone spoke a language known as Draconic instead? And then they went somewhere where everyone speaks fucking Elven or Japanese, and you just speak Draconic towards them, they'd be looking at you like you're a weird fucking person. We could be Super Tails! And here's the
There was
super
more
music.
and more RCXD than I had bullets in my gun.
And here's the super music that everyone hates. But I don't mind. I don't mind it because at least you can differentiate the invincibility power-up and super. That's the whole purpose of the super music, is to know that you're in super, not in invincibility power-up.
I wonder how many people are like thinking that the remake of Resident Evil 2 had to have, like it was mandatory, to have the original soundtrack in it. And how many were pissed to learn that in some cases you had to separately buy that. It's like, it's just retro music, bitch. You're playing on PC, why are you bitching about that? Just mod that shit in or load up a background MP3 player. If you're playing consoles, well, you have a phone for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, to all the people that hate the replacement tracks, you can just do that. Just don't hate on the collection because it doesn't come with the exact perfect soundtrack. If you want a perfect soundtrack, go to Sonic CD.
If you
Sonic
truly
CD
want a
has-
perfect soundtrack,
Sonic
just
CD
stop
has
playing
awesome
console
tracks.
entirely. Go straight up PC.
Yeah, Sonic CD honestly has such a killer soundtrack. But again,
I know that there's people that like the fact that our boss theme in that game was different, and some did not like that whatsoever.
I will say for Sonic CD, the boss theme that we get for a US version was, in my opinion, was great. The final
liked it.
boss
It helped
theme,
build the
I
mood.
wish the final boss theme from the Japan version for when you fight the final boss of Robotnik. In the US version, it's just the same boss theme. But in the Japanese version, there's actually a soundtrack for Final Fever. Which sounds great. What would be awesome is if they added a feature for Sonic CD to where you could select which zones and which version of the future tracks and what have you get used. Like, it would be a pain in the ass to put in.
Something
feature
like that
lets
is
you-
one of the things that was really neat about Castlevania HD, because you get to pick what chapter's stage music plays what song in the game soundtrack, and which songs play during boss fights. And in the case of Chapter 6, which is the level where you fight Dracula, you get to pick not just the stage theme and the boss theme for that one, but also the second form theme. And
Yeah,
there was 8-bit options too.
That's what I was.
Not a lot of them.
That's what I'm kind of saying. What they should do, make it like in Sonic Generations. You can pick which track from the game soundtrack plays at certain levels, or which version of it plays at certain levels. Be it
I just remembered.
this includes
I think
the
it was.
future or past version of the level.
I don't remember if this feature was exclusive to just the Xbox 360 version or if it was also in the PS3 version. But Metal Gear Solid 5 had an option to import up to 10 songs from your system's hard drive to put into the game's soundtrack to play on your little in-game music player. And I love that you could even assign one to automatically play as your exfil chopper comes in.
That's where you. That's where you.
It was
go buy
only
the
in the Ground Zeroes? Damn, missed opportunities. I mean, who wouldn't want to have their helicopter come in to play various different songs from Luda? Or you can have the Icelandic dub You spin me right around.
Terrorism never sleeps.
I think the dumbest option you could possibly go for with that would likely be to have a pretty decent length, maybe like 2 minutes or 3 minutes worth of Microsoft Sam just going, my Rafflecopter goes slosh, 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 slosh.
Very stealthy helicopter.
Mine would play Move, bitch, get out the way. And what's funny is there's a, like, sort of a fade-in volume for it. After about, I think it's 12 seconds is when it gets to about the full volume where you can hear it correctly. And that's about how long it took before the helicopter arrived. Like, around when Pequod says that he's entered the zone or whatever.
I wonder how many people will see this and be upset, still upset at the super music. I mean, another option they could have done is add a feature where you can replace the super music with the Sonic Mania music. So you'd get the super from Sonic Mania. But was only available if you have Sonic Mania. It would have to check for a save file to ensure that you have a save file that has all the Chaos Emeralds. That's what I'd do. I mean, it'd be a pain in the ass because you'd have to integrate something that actually checks your system for save files. And you'd have to load a Sonic Mania save file. Or Sonic Mania would get updated to where you can create a Sonic Origins special file to tell it, yes, I have all the emeralds. And it unlocks certain tracks, or certain abilities, or options for you, because you have Sonic Mania. This includes if you have the Plus Edition. Fuck, here I go again, going the wrong fucking way on the bonus
shit.
stage.
Here we go again.
I don't mean to go this way. It's just the way I happen to end up trying to go. Because I've played the stage so many fucking times.
You know, it made no difference. The choice is yours.
Choice is yours. I see we're gonna have to do this the hard way. And let's just get out this bonus stage. And complete the rest of Marble Garden. Wings! Wings! A ring addict on hyped up on Super. Rings! Can you guess what he needed? Rings. Onion rings! Anything that is remotely ring-shaped.
see.
Got through Act 2! Hello, Carnival Night Zone. One of the tracks that got replaced. And which probably has people very upset right now. But before I continue this, reset recording time!
A regular old engine, but powered off of this gemstone. I just kind of keep on it.
And now we're super before chemical plant.
I love that you can just stand in here, no fucks given. It's like, yeah, run me over, bitch.
Ah! What the fuck? That's some bullshit! What the fuck? You can't do that! That's cheating! Cheating motherfucker! What the fuck?
What the fuck was that shit? Mission end. Let enemy kick all the rings out of you.
As you did! That's so fucking stupid!